I'm surprised how many people don't know what these numbers mean on their drill and how to apply them in real life. I'll show you how this works using these screws here as a visual. And at the end, I'll show you a few practical ways you can use these numbers in real life and one way it could save your bacon. Every drill on screw mode goes full power, but if you need less power, this has a clutch that disengages at a certain torque settings. And the higher the number, the higher the torque. So if you don't want very much torque, you go to 1. If you want higher torque, it goes to 20. Maybe it's just easier if I show you how it works. I've got a 12-volt drill and a 20-volt drill, and I'm going to put in these screws with both of these at different settings. So right here, I'm in the first gear, which won't put very much torque to this screw. And it doesn't really matter what speed you're in because it'll just be the same. Now, if we crank it up to 10, it should go in a little bit further. Now we're going to go to max setting that's not on the screw, number 20. You can see it didn't go all the way in before the clutch started slipping. So now we'll just go to drill. This is full power. So this drill's kind of underpowered, so this isn't the best test. So let's put it back in 1 and see if on 20 we could take this any further or not. So you can see it has more power, but the clutch won't let it go anymore. That should change in drill mode on number 1. Now we have the DeWalt. It's on number 1 on the clutch setting and number 3 on the speed. So you could hear this just clicked off. This has actually an electronic clutch where that has a manual clutch. It's got 12 settings, so we'll just go to number 6. So it's buried just a little bit. Let's try number 12. I guess it's 11. Woo! Well, we didn't engage the clutch, but I think you can see where we're going. We're going full send on this one, on the big guy. Oi! We benefit from the clutch every day when we lift this desk. Lifting it by handle would just take forever, so we use a drill. But in number 10, it won't lift the desk. So we put it in 13. And there you go. It cuts out instead of destroying the gears. When installing cabinet hardware, there's a lot of screws and it's nice to speed up production using a drill. So just put it on a low setting and go to town. Perfect every time. So here's how this can save your bacon. I was on a ladder once with this hole saw in drill mode over my head because I couldn't reach any higher, and it caught. And as it caught, it flipped the whole drill with all this torque. These have a lot of torque. So what I did afterwards is I just reduced it so that it could still drill, but as soon as it torqued, it actually cut out with the clutch instead of throwing me off the ladder. I'll demonstrate in drill mode how dangerous it can be, and then we'll put a clutch on it and do it that way. Woo! See, if you're up on a ladder, you're getting bucked right off that thing. So if you're doing that, just go ahead and turn it down some. I just put it in the 3rd clutch setting, and you could always bump it up higher if you need more power. You can see that that just cut out the motor with the clutch instead of grabbing it and flipping me off the ladder. Woo! See, if you're up on a ladder, you're getting bucked right off that thing. If your drill also has a hammer, that means you have a hammer drill setting. That's like taking a little hammer and hitting it up to 38,000 blows per minute. This is helpful cutting through stone, masonry, and concrete. And I'll demonstrate kind of how it works. Impact drivers don't have a clutch system, but the new ones do have what's called a precision drive, which is pretty similar. I explain this feature in the video right here, where I compare this 12 volt DeWalt to the Bosch 12 volt impact driver.